See, I was pretty happy with my Game Week 4 results until I calculated yours. And you guys thrashed me. That's right, guys. Welcome back to Premier League Predictor. This is going to be Game Week 5. If you guys want to get involved in the series, the rules are on the screen right now. Pause the video, check them out. If you've got any questions, let me know in the comments. And without further ado, let's see how we got on last week. Okay, our Game Week 4 results are in. And I got 9 points. I'm reasonably happy with it. And I was very happy with my score until I saw what you guys did. But we'll get onto that in a minute. Start off with, I did get the result between United and Southampton right. I got nothing for the Brentford or the Brighton game. Chelsea versus Leicester 2-1. I got the exact score. Very happy with that one. Funnily enough, I didn't predict 9-0 to Liverpool, but I did get the result point there. Same goes for the City game and the Arsenal game. And then I got nothing for Villa West Ham, Wolves versus Newcastle, and Forest versus Spurs. So, I'm reasonably happy with that. 1 correct scoreline and 4 correct results gets me 9 points. Let's see how that compares to how you guys got on, though. So, here are the Game Week 4 subscriber results. You've got Hugo and Jossel, who got 16 points up top. 2 correct scores and 6 correct results. Mental. Like, that is a crazy total to get, so congrats to you two. Ben then came in second, 13 points, 2 scores, 3 correct results, and Stuyven came in third with 11 points, 1 score, 6 results. Wilf, 4 points, and of course myself with 9 points sitting down below there. Hopefully I can perform better this week. If you guys want to get yourself on this leaderboard, all you've got to do is give me your Premier League predictions in the comments down below. So without further ado, let's get into the Game Week 5 predictions. It's an interesting one because it's a mid-week set of games across Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday night this week. And then we've got another Premier League predictor ready for the Saturday games. So that's going to be pretty crazy. First game up is Crystal Palace versus Brentford. I think this is going to be a difficult one to judge. Both teams, you know, Brentford not great against Everton, should have finished their chances, definitely should have won that game by a country mile. And Crystal Palace, of course, were leading 2-0 against Manchester City, but then bottled it, and Man City ran riot in the second half. So, equal to 2 teams that didn't perform really as well as they could have done at points during the weekend. I thought Brentford were going to storm through it at one point because they had so many chances that they didn't finish. I thought Crystal Palace were going to do brilliantly as well at one point because they were winning 2-0 against Man City. But we all know how those 2 games ended in the end. So I'm actually going to go for this one to be my bore draw of the week. We always have a bore draw in my predictions, and I think Crystal Palace 0, Brentford 0 is very likely. Next up, we have Fulham and Brighton. 2 teams that are performing very well at the moment. Brighton got a 1-0 win up against Leeds at the weekend, and Fulham narrowly lost out 2-1 to Arsenal, who really had to dig their heels in and grind themselves out that win. So, 2 teams that are in form, you'd argue, and I think that I'm going to go for a draw again here. I don't see these guys beating each other, and I think that they're probably going to go out all guns blazing. Fulham will definitely think that the only way to really beat Brighton in this game, because of how well Brighton are organised, is to outscore them. And I think Brighton are going to have to retaliate to that and maybe try and grind themselves out a result against Fulham. It's going to end 2-2 in my prediction, a point each for these 2 teams that are definitely, Fulham definitely are the big surprise of the Premier League at the moment. Where there will be no surprises is at Southampton. How did Southampton get on last week? A reminder, of course, the most boring game of the weekend against Manchester United. I have never been more bored than watching Southampton against Manchester United this weekend. Obviously, Bruno Fernandes came in clutch with that very nice volley to finish it off, but it was a dull game. Southampton had nothing. United had nearly less, if I'm honest with you. Chelsea, on the other hand, went down to 10 men thanks to Conor Gallagher getting sent off and managed to grind out a big win. That was very impressive against Leicester with 10 men. And Raheem Sterling getting a pair of goals, which is nice for him as well, getting on the score sheet for Chelsea for the first time. So where do I see that leaving us this coming fixture? Southampton are going to lose 2-0. In my opinion, I think Chelsea have got a little bit too much for Southampton, and Southampton didn't show me anything at the weekend to think otherwise. 2 teams that we've already mentioned so far in our predictions are Leeds United and Everton, both of which had well, one had very good result of the weekend in my opinion. Everton getting a point at Brentford was quite impressive because I just didn't expect it whatsoever. And then Leeds United, of course, lost to Brighton. So Leeds underperformed at the weekend and Everton overperformed at the weekend, if you ask me. So it's going to be an interesting one. I'm actually going to go for a draw again. I'm going to go for 1-1. I think these two teams are going to be quite evenly matched. I don't see there being a massive gap in class between these two guys. I think Leeds will be kind of a bit cheesed off after the weekend result, and Everton will feel lucky to get that point against Brentford, but have got a bit of grit between their teeth now. We're going to kind of try and grind out some more results. So it's 1-1. Now, Aston Villa were able to give West Ham their first goal of the Premier League this season and their first win. So I don't think they're going to be able to do any miracles against Arsenal, if I'm honest with you. West Ham starting this season really poorly, and Aston Villa looked bad against West Ham, let alone playing against Arsenal, who are on fire. Of course, Arsenal had to grind a result out against Fulham this weekend, and they will not want that to be the case again. I think they're going to tighten up at the back much more in this match, and I don't think they're going to give Villa much of a chance, if I'm honest with you. I'm going to go for a 2-0 home win to Arsenal. I don't see it being any other way. Once these guys get going, they are unstoppable, and I think that this will be a simple 3 points for Arsenal. Speaking of a simple 3 points, Bournemouth got thrashed 9-0 at the weekend to Liverpool, and that game was not even funny. Like, it was like watching a Premier League team play against like a Sunday League team. It just wasn't fair at times. They're up against Wolves this weekend in this midweek fixture, should I say. Wolves, how did they get along? Let's remind myself. Oh yeah, a 1-1 draw against Newcastle, which is a very decent result for them. Newcastle, obviously a team that are very difficult to play. Man City have had troubles against Newcastle more recently. So for them to get a point against them is very impressive for Wolves. I think that Wolves won't have trouble against Bournemouth, in my opinion. Bournemouth are going to become the beating post of the Premier League in this season for the remainder of it, I believe. So I'm going to go for 3-1 to Wolves. We'll give Bournemouth a goal, why not? Keep the fans coming back to each game for a little bit longer at least. I do think that Scott Parker's probably going to be the first person to get sacked though. Some people who can't get sacked are the many signings that Forest have brought in this transfer window. They are very much building a massive catalogue of new signings, all of which are on contracts that definitely won't be ending anytime soon. They're up against Manchester City, who had a bit of a tough game against Crystal Palace. Obviously went 2-0 down, but then turned it around in the second half. I don't think they'll want that to happen here. They'll probably be a little bit more regimented, Man City, and try and control the game a little bit more in the first half. Try not concede early goals, which they've been doing a lot recently. I do think Nottingham Forest are going to give them some trouble though. Nottingham Forest are looking good so far this season, and I think they're at least going to get a goal here, but I don't think they're going to get the result they want. Manchester City to win 2-1. Tight game, but I think Man City have just got too much class, and as I've said many times before in this series, too much squad depth with the 5 substitution rule to really be troubled by any mid or lower table teams. Speaking of lower table teams, we have West Ham, who have been sat pretty rock bottom of the Premier League for the majority of this season so far, until this weekend when they got a goal finally against Aston Villa, which also got them 3 points coincidentally. Tottenham are their opponents in this midweek clash. Tottenham won 2-0 against Forest. Sonny boy, we got to have words, mate, because I've got you in my fantasy football team. You ain't doing nothing at the moment. Not many people have gone for Son this year, and I was quite happy that I'd gone for him. I was like, oh, you know, he's going to get me some points. It's going to be great. He's got me nothing so far. So Son, I need you to turn it on against West Ham in this London derby, please. That'd be much appreciated. I'm going to go for 3-0. And it is going to be to Spurs. I think they will get the away win. I don't know. West Ham just aren't looking great. And I think this might be the season that Declan Rice decides to leave, potentially. If the season finishes with West Ham in the bottom half, I think it'll be his time to go, I need to push on and really go and try and win trophies elsewhere now. I don't think West Ham are going to be challenging for Europe the same way I thought they were when I predicted the Premier League table at the start of this season. Spurs, on the other hand, playing really well. Kane scoring goals. Son not contributing yet, but still contributing, if that makes sense. He's very much part of the build-up play. He's just not getting that end product at the moment. But it doesn't matter when everyone else is. They've still been winning games and stuff, and I think that they'll probably come through this one quite easily. 3-0. Okay, it's time for my shock of the week. Liverpool will be sky high after that Bournemouth game. 9-0 is a very convincing win indeed. However, I've got them down to lose against Newcastle. Newcastle drew at Wolves. They won't be happy with that result. It was an incredible goal. Ruben Neves scored a great goal to begin with, and then Alan St-Maximin comes in and scores a great volley. But I think they won't be happy with that result. They'll want more. Eddie Howe will certainly want more from his Newcastle boys. They're going to travel to Anfield, and they're going to shock the world. KSI style. 2 fights, 1 night. They're going to shock the world. They are going to win 3-2. I'm going to go for 3 goals to Newcastle, 2 to Liverpool. That's my shock result of the week. We like to have a board draw and a shock prediction every week. This is my shock. I don't know why I'm doing it, but I am. Newcastle to beat Liverpool 3-2. I think it'll happen. Newcastle just got something about them, and we've already seen what they did to City. I think they go one better against a weaker Liverpool team. Our final fixture of the week is Leicester City, who lost to a 10-man Chelsea, pretty embarrassing, against Manchester United, who of course beat Southampton, but not convincingly. 2 sides that are not performing to their best ability at the moment, in my opinion. And I don't think Man United's going to change. I can see Scott McTominay getting dropped this week, which is obviously the right choice with a £70 million Casemiro waiting in the wings to come on. But I think that will actually have a negative impact on how the team performs this week at least, because a Casemiro coming into the squad is a new face. It's probably not going to be the same sort of way he's used to playing at Madrid. And I think it will take a couple of weeks for him to settle into his role within Manchester United. And for that, I think there's going to be a slight dip in form. This could arguably be surprise of the week as well. I'm actually going to go for a draw. 1-1 is going to be the score between Leicester and Man United on Thursday night. The only Thursday night game we've got this week. And I just don't think that... I don't think Leicester have got enough to win it, but I think Man United didn't play well enough at the weekend to suggest to me that they're going to walk past Leicester. So it's going to be a draw. They're going to share the points. So here are the Matt Ayres predictions for game week 5 in the Premier League, this midweek fixtures. We've got Crystal Palace and Brentford to draw 0-0. Fulham and Brighton to draw 2-2, Southampton to lose 2-0 to Chelsea, Leeds and Everton to draw 1-1, Arsenal to beat Aston Villa 2-0, Bournemouth to be beaten at home by Wolves 3-1, Manchester City to win 2-1 against Forest, West Ham are going to lose the London derby to Tottenham 3-0, Liverpool are going to lose to Newcastle 3-2, and Leicester City against Man United, the goal apiece, are going to share the points. If you want to get involved in the Premier League Predictor, make sure you get your predictions in the comments right now. In addition to that, guys, please do like this video and please do subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, which is a big aim. It's probably not achievable, if I'm honest with you, but I've got high hopes. At least 500 subscribers is what I want. So please do subscribe to the channel. It's completely free if you've got a YouTube account, and it helps me go a long way. That is it for this Premier League Predictor video. Remember, get your predictions in the comments down below so that you can be part of the leaderboard at the end of this game week. Of course, we've got like 2 Premier League Predictor episodes coming this week, along with lots of other stuff as well. There's a lot going on, guys, because of this midweek fixture that they chucked in there. So we're very busy on the channel. I'd appreciate it if you support me in all the videos that you see pop up, whether it be a career mode video, a Premier League Predictor, or anything else that might come your way. The support is much appreciated. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.